One of the beautiful things about living by yourself is that you can get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you can pursue something that's on your mind. So here it is, little after 2 o'clock, and I'm thinking to myself, I could use a hot drink. After all, it's very cold outside. So I say to myself, what would it taste like if I mixed carrot with blueberries? Well, as I said, when you live by yourself, you're free to do whatever you want to at any time in the morning. Besides, because my videos are seen all over the world, someone would text me. They're in some part of the world where it's sunshine, and they'll text me, "Are you up?" I said, "Sure." And then we would have a little visit. Why not? You can do the same thing. I do know people who live in safety. They would never experiment about anything. Oh well, different strokes for different folks. This is how I made it. I went in the refrigerator and I pulled out a carrot and I washed it really well because, see, I was going to use this carrot for my drink. And this was going to be the chopper I used to chop the carrot in fine pieces. So, as you might have guessed, I don't want to break my little machine, my little chopper thing. I don't want to break that. So, I chopped up the carrots in little bite-sized pieces before I put it into the machine. Adding blueberries seemed like a good idea at the time, but I got to tell you, if I were ever going to make this again, I probably would not add blueberries. I can't really explain it, but I don't think the blueberries added to the flavor as much as I thought it would. So into the chopper it went. And notice that I'm not telling you any sizes of anything, not 2 teaspoons of this or a cup of that or whatever. Be creative in your cooking. As for sizes, let's just say 1 carrot and a handful of blueberries. And then I added a little bit of water because I wanted it to amalgamate. Is that a word? Another good thing about living by yourself, by the way, is that when you get up in the morning, no matter what time, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is when I'm most inspired, by the way. But you can make noise because you live by yourself. You know what I mean? And you don't have to worry about it. Just do whatever you want. I was reminded, by the way, that I am fully retired and that I'm free to do whatever I want to do. So that's an advantage. You may want to consider that while you're still working. Plan for the day when you retire to do precisely and exactly what you want to do with your life. So what's next on my little cooking adventure? Hot water. Because once I grind everything up, then what I thought I would do is to add hot water. Now, 2 reasons for that, by the way. Number 1, the carrot, I have no idea who touched it. The blueberries, I don't know who touched that either. So adding boiling hot water, in fact, would disinfect. That's how I think anyway. The carrots and the blueberries, making it safe to drink. That was my reasoning anyway. Now you know why I do the things that I do. There it goes. Of course, it may be a French press, but now I had other use for this thing. I poured my little mixture into my French press, and voila. Now, of course, all I had to do, like I said, was just to add boiling water to my mixture here, okay? All the time that I was doing this, I got to tell you, I was thinking about Jamaica, really. It was freezing cold outside, and I'm making this hot drink because that's what you do in the wintertime, a lot of hot drink. And while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about Jamaica. Have you been to Jamaica? Well, I have friends there, so should you choose to go, get in touch with me and I'll tell you where to stay, and you will be introduced to friends. And as you know, there is a community, my online community of friends. So if you plan on going to Jamaica, let me know and I'll tell you where to stay in Montego Bay, in Kingston, St. Mary, wherever you're gonna go. So my little thrift store cup I bought back in June, or is it July or something, because I knew that eventually Christmas will be coming around and it would come in handy. So into my cup I poured my beautiful elixir. Oh. And by the way, at age 76, I still believe in my vitamin supplement, and I take one of those little baby aspirins with my vitamin supplement. So there you have it. Those are the only medications that I take, by the way. I am lucky. By the way, the sweetener that I use is sweetened condensed milk, and I keep it in the refrigerators because when I put it out, it looks whole. You know what I mean? And it works for me. So that's the sweet. So now you know. 1 carrot, a handful of blueberries, 2 of those teaspoons of sweetened condensed milk. And by the way, I had enough to have 2, maybe 3 cups, by the way. So it was well worth it. So while I was sipping on this, I was looking at my pictures of Montego Bay. Well, there you have it. That was my inspiration at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, if you like, you can stay with me, or you can stop here if you want. And I will, if you choose to stay with me, I will share with you some pictures that I shot in Montego Bay. It's so cold outside. So very, very cold. It's December in Virginia Beach, and as you might guess, it is super cold outside, and my mind is on Jamaica. As a matter of fact, I've been looking at some photos, some snapshots I took at the Comfort Kingdom Villa in Montego Bay. Let me share some with you. I read the news that Jamaica is now open again for tourists, and it's safe. The emphasis is on safe, and that makes me happy. Makes me happy indeed. As you know, I love Jamaica. From Manchester to St. Mary to Montego Bay, I love every parish in Jamaica. And I guess the secret is out about my love affair with Tapioca Village in St. Mary. I love that place because it's authentic Jamaica in every way. No little mint on your pillow, but boy, is it just a super wonderful place if you want Jamaica in an authentic way. As for Montego Bay, I support one very special hotel in Montego Bay, the Comfort Kingdom Villa. And as you know, the flights are cheap into Montego Bay now. So give my friend Veronica a call, 876-609-6309. Tell her that I suggested that you give her a call, and who knows, you might even get a discount staying at the Comfort Kingdom Villa. But before I go, and speaking of Montego Bay, if you're into nature, if you love birds because it's also a bird sanctuary, if you love flowers, if you love art, you must visit Rasnatango. Say hello to Tamika for me. Better yet, visit her Facebook page. It is super cold outside, and I've been showing you photos of the Comfort Kingdom in Montego Bay. Oh well. Back to my world.